Welcome to our presentation. We're going to present our solutions and advices to you.
Good morning. Thank you.
This is a picture of your farm. Here are your fields, and yeah, we want to make a plan around it.
So the problem that contributes to the drought and the dryness of land and the water evaporating and not being able to keep the water is also global warming. So that's like a graph we found to see how the problem gets worse and will get worse if we don't do anything.
Here we can see a graph of the evolution of the temperature in Murcia from 1927 to 2015, where it can be seen that it's changing a lot. Now is the picture. We can see the weather and the relative humidity in Murcia this year.
So the solution is, we have some solutions and advice that one of our solutions is that we want to make a pond which gets water from the overflow of the old pond that is shared with the neighbor. Then we will have a pump which is driven by solar power that can bring the water to another pond. In that pond, we will store the water for the dry season.
Yeah, and both ponds can store 10,000 cubic meters of water, which will meet Alonso's needs for 20,000 cubic meters of water to irrigate his 7 hectares of crops in the dry season. We also think it's a good idea to have a pond with a lot of biodiversity, so we thought about planting some water plants in and also around it for wildlife to have shelter.
So this is a picture of your farm again to make it more visual. This is your first pond, and a canal goes straight to here.
There we make another pond, and there is the waterfall where we can make another pond to store the water.
Yes, and nearby the ponds you will find a lot of biodiversity and yeah, the solar panels to dry the ponds.
We also have some optional advice that might help, which is crops that are less water demanding and also adapted to drought. Or they can grow a deeper root system like beans, cowpeas, grains, herbs, potatoes, and carrots. We also thought of sheep that could eat the grass in the places that the machines can't go. And it's also very good for biodiversity. The manure could be used also for plants and crops. We also thought about the idea of adding biochar, which mitigates climate change and increases the soil fertility. It's a good thing to look into, I think. In the future, we thought maybe investing in smaller ponds that are deeper and lessen the evaporation. It could pay off, and also making it look natural is not as much of a problem. No.
So that's our presentation. Do you have any questions?
Thank you very much. So